Good roads are of vital importance in making a nation grow and develop. They serve as a link to towns and villages and for transportation of goods and services. Even things which cannot be produced in one region can be brought from another region where they are produced in abundance. The invention of motor vehicles has made it easy to transport goods from place to place. These vehicles, however, require good roads to travel faster. The better the state of roads, the more goods can be transported from place to place. Thus, trade is improved. Further, good roads help people to travel easily from one place to another. In addition, the multiple function of providing access to employment, social, health and education services makes a road network crucial in fighting against poverty. Opening up more areas means stimulating economic growth and social development. Thus, it is no wonder that today, the government all over the world are building more and more roads to gain access to the remotest areas. The poor state of road in the gateway state before the coming of the present administration has been of utmost concern to the government of the day and the citizens, as it has also stalled the economic development of the state over the years. On assumption of office, one of the promises made by the government of Senator Ibikunle Amosun was to improve on the infrastructure he met on ground, which will then pave way for growth in both social and economy of the state. This has long begun, and so many breakthroughs have been recorded before the administration's 2 years in office. Day by day, different feats are being achieved through different road rehabilitations, reconstructions, construction of new ones, construction of drainage systems and bridges cutting across the 3 senatorial districts of the state. The first of its kind in Ogun State is the 6-lane carriageway in the state capital, Abeokuta, that is the Ibara-Ita-Eko-Oke-Shokuri-Totoro Road. The 2.4-kilometer road was constructed and delivered by the contractor within 8 months. It was commissioned on the 28th May 2012 to celebrate 1 year in office of Senator Ibikunle Amosun's administration in office. Thereafter, the construction of the first flyover and a world standard pedestrian bridge in Abeokuta was immediately started at Ibara Roundabout. The flyover cost 1.5 billion naira. The construction of the bridge is to decongest traffic mostly experienced around the axis and to allow motorists link to other parts with ease. Tirelessly, the CCECC continued work at the site day and night. They worked to meet the deadline given by the state government. The first citizen of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, on countless occasions, morning, afternoon and night, paid visits to the site to monitor the progress of work. The mandate was met. The first flyover in the history of Abeokuta met all the standard required of it. Built with the materials that will guarantee a long-time usage and a beautiful landscape to complement. On the 24th of January 2013, another remarkable history was recorded in Ogun State. The #1 citizen of the state, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, formally commissioned the bridge for the benefit of all in the presence of several dignitaries from within and outside the state, as well as sons and daughters of Ogun State. In his opening remarks, the State Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, under whose ministry the work was carried out, Architect Olalekan Adegbite, welcomed all guests to such a historic occasion. He spoke on the history of such a remarkable project.
At the former commissioning of the Ibara-Totoro Road, also a first in Ogun State, a 6-lane highway with all the modern architecture of the road. We have sidewalks, we have drainage, we have street lighting and all that. We had the similar event on that occasion when we commissioned the road. At that occasion, if you recall, it was just a small roundabout, the rotary junction that was at this place. And at that time, the governor did promise that we're going to do a flyover bridge linking the Lalubu Road with the Ibara-Ita-Eko-Oke-Shokuri-Totoro Road. And of course, that promise of that day has been realized today. Hence, we're here.
He added, that there was a great need for the construction of the flyover, which is to pave way for free flow of traffic at the Ibarra Junction, which was a traffic flashpoint.
When we came in and we constructed the Ibarra-Itaeko Road, Totoro Road, increased the volume of vehicles at this rotary junction. Also in the plan is another road that will come from Ojere and go on to Adaton, which intersects this same road at this rotary junction. Without this great separator, we will have had a chaotic situation at this rotary junction. Hence the decision to construct this flyover bridge to ease traffic at this particular junction.
Alhaji Saheed Balogun, one of the past civilian governors of Ogun State, gave kudos and showered his appreciation to Senator Ibikunle Amosun for such a historical feat in Abeokuta.
Some years back, if somebody will tell me that by 2013 there will be a flyover on this road, that is Lalubu, Totoro, and the rest of it, I may probably say it was a dream, but thank God that the dream has come true. And the dream has come through nobody else other than our present governor. I give thanks to Almighty Allah for him, and I give thanks to the good people of Ogun State for standing by him.
So many other dignitaries also commended Senator Ibikunle Amosun for making history within such a short period in office.
I want to thank the governor for bringing Ogun State and the capital in particular from the 19th century to the 21st century. When visitors come to Abeokuta and they pay courtesy call at the palace, they are always whispering that, is this the town we have heard so much about? Where are the roads we expect Abeokuta to have? The first class medical facilities, the first class schools, as if the fountain of education in Nigeria. They expect the very best in Ogun State. We thank God now that we have a governor who has started very, very well. Àwọn èèyàn wa wọ́n ní ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ kì í ṣoníṣẹ́, ṣùgbọ́n ẹni tó bá bẹ̀rẹ̀ dáadáa ló máa parí ẹ̀ dáadáa. The morning shows the day.
I'm happy to be part of this event. I'm happy to be part of the governorship of Ibikunle Amosun. And I'm proud to have joined others to vote for him in the last election. I pray he will be able to serve you much longer than expected. And as a result, I'm sure by the time he leaves office, Ogun State will be very happy and proud to have had somebody like Ibikunle Amosun in power at this period in time.
Today we are celebrating the people of Ogun State, and we are celebrating a governor with a shared vision. We salute you. We are with you. Thank you for making us proud, and thank the construction company too. This is a record time. I thought I did something in Lagos. This is a record time for you, Ibikunle Amosun. God bless you. Continue to guide you in your wisdom and increase you in strength.
While commending the governor, the managing director of CCECC congratulated the good people of Ogun State for having such a remarkable landmark in the state.
This state is acquiring more and more open and friendly spirit. With this spirit, Ogun State is becoming the toppest among the list of foreigners' destination in Nigeria. Congratulations. My second congratulations also goes to the people of Ogun State, because you see, this we witness here for the accomplishment of the first flyover bridge, which will definitely benefit the people of this state.
The former interim head of state, Chief Ernest Shonekan, in his address, congratulated the governor for all he has achieved within such a short time of his administration in office, while calling on the people of the state to also contribute their own quota to the development of Ogun State.
To have brought in, within the short period of time here, a 6-lane road coupled with a flyover, I think you've done exceedingly well. I want to support Kabiyesi, the fact that good things cost money. And therefore, if we want many of these things in the state, we have to pay our taxes. So let us resolve loudly and clearly that tax will be our priority. Once again, let me conclude by commending the Ogun State government for today's event. And I wish the governor more grease to his elbow so that we can achieve more in the area of infrastructure development in the state.
Chief Olusegun Osoba, the Akirogun of Egbaland, thanked Senator Ibikunle Amosun for bringing the kind of change Ogun State deserves.
Now we are here today to commission this overhead bridge. Well, now I want to also say, Ogo Bridge, Ogo Yi.
The number one citizen of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, reiterated that such a day is a memorable one because it is part of the fulfillment of the promises made by his government to tackle the challenges of deficit infrastructure.
Without doubt, the bridge has added to the aesthetic value of this environment. This is in addition to its functional value. From the economic point of view, the bridge will ease the flow of traffic on this route. This will reduce the manpower time wasted on the road. Invariably, this will improve the productive time of every individual plying the road. It will also aid the movement of goods and services.
In conclusion, the governor used the opportunity to commend the good people of Ogun State for their support and urged them to be more patient. He also called on to the private sector to share in the vision and mission of his government towards creating an enabling environment for the individual and corporate citizens of Ogun State.
Let me therefore use this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to the good people of Ogun State, especially those whose properties gave way to these beautiful edifices that we are constructing across the state. I urge all our people to exercise more patience and continue to support us in prayer and in deeds. As we do this, we will have more dividends of democracy across the nooks and crannies of our state.
The commissioning of the bridge followed thereafter, and the governor was joined by some of the dignitaries at the occasion, members of his cabinet and sons and daughters of the Gateway State to perform this historic feat. A little cruise around the state capital also followed, in which citizens of the Gateway State joined in to show their support for the one man taking bold steps to change the face of the entire state, thereby creating an improved livelihood for them. The voices of the people is the voice of God. Senator Ibikunle Amosun has started excellently well and is a man worthy of praise, and praise it is he deserves as he has committed himself to the vision and mission to rebuild Ogun State. Citizens, partners, royalties and former colleagues of His Excellency cannot say enough for the good innovations being embarked upon by the present administration under the leadership of Senator Ibikunle Amosun.
Here with me comparing Pastor Wale Tosomo and of course my good brother here, Adewale Dada the Good. Together we'll get back to you. We're still setting the stage for the action proper.
The history of Ogun State. Not only in this of Ogun State, I think this should be the fastest bridge ever constructed, at least to my knowledge, in Nigeria within a space of less than about a year or thereabout.
It's full of surprises. I served there between 1993 and 1996. Some of these look like miracle to me. When he mentioned some of these things, I was saying, wait, how is he going to do it? But he was determined, he was resolute that he was going to do it, and he's going ahead with it. I'm very happy for him.
You're beginning to make Ogun State a gateway for business. The proximity of Ogun State to Lagos State presents great advantages for the state for business, and I think you're beginning to see a government that's committed to that.
I thank God for making me alive today. I give glory to God because I was here when this state was created in 1976. I was not a baby. So for seeing today again, I give thanks to God Almighty. I know definitely the governor in question is sent by God to come and do this. But if not for God that sent him, he won't do it. Let me confirm to you, Amosun is number 14th governor in Ogun State. Go back to history and count. If you want me to mention the names, I will. It's number 14th. For him not doing all this, you should know it's a God sent.
When the first expressway was commissioned, I was here. And he said there was going to be a flyover in this spot. I didn't believe him. He said some roads were going to be completed. I didn't believe him. It is now about 7 months. I was shocked what I've seen. I went round, I saw roads as if I was in Abuja. As if I was going along Ahmadu Bello Way in Abuja. I'm so impressed.
It's a government of action, of which you have seen within the under 2 years that they have been in government. So it is what somebody is able to do, that you then take I would say the assessment of what he has been able to do so far. So that one will now tell you what is able to do more. So our own is to pray for him, that whatever he set his hands upon,